Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's Hey guys.
What's going on MTV? This is Josh Hutcherson. Welcome to my crib. You guys come in and take a look around.
Welcome back to the channel. So today I've been binge watching like the old school Disney YouTube videos where it's like,
where are they now?
And a lot of like the Oprah, like,
where are they now?
And I just like thought about it and I was like, where am I? I thought it'd be funny and interesting to go through like all my memorabilia, which is like what is behind me and like why everything's like scattered on my bed. Even just like looking back at the first YouTube video that I posted, which was only 6 months ago, like I look relatively different. Okay, so the first thing I have is my diary from grade 7 and grade 8. Obviously I'm not going to be played a fool, I have to put fake names, but so I have like 2 boxes. I have a high school box and an elementary school box of like all my memorabilia, and I haven't gone through the high school box, and this was in the high school box, but I haven't looked at the high school box yet because I was like, oh, like it's too fresh, like I don't want to look at it when I can remember everything pretty well. And then I remembered I'm going into my 4th year university. Granted, high school was not that long ago, it was 3 years ago, but I feel like there's still gonna be things that I'm gonna read over, like things like this, where this wasn't 3 years ago. So here it is.
This will be fun.
I didn't even get like a real diary. I didn't even like go to Icing's or Claire's and I was like gonna pick up the one with the key. I always wanted that, but this is April 6th, 2011. It's like she pretends to be my friend. So, she makes me feel so left out. I just feel really hurt. Plus, says she can tell me anything, but she doesn't. I mean, she tells everything, especially with her boyfriend. ... Gosh, everything started like this when she started dating the private talks, ... Yeah, she can really tell me anything, ... Not. Then I go on this rant and I'm like, she can't even tell me about her boyfriend. And first of all, boyfriends never last in grade 7. She's 12. Who cares about boyfriends? Just have fun while you're young. Wow. Dear Diary, I heard we're having a new kid at school on Monday. His name is... and his last name is Italian, comma. Hope he's hot. And then I wrote hot with like flames beside it. Clearly an illustrator. I have this guy I imagine in my head, and his name is Derrick. He has Justin Bieber hair, has a 6-pack, plus his shirt is always open. I don't know why I wasn't freaking out when I read it. I feel like I wasn't processing the fact that I said that. Always open? Sis, where is the dress code? No. I've been praying for my Derrick. ... He doesn't have to look like him though. He has black, but I proceed to describe like what Derrick looks like. I'm like, he doesn't need to look like the Derrick in my head, but he needs to be the Derrick. He has black hair and dark brown eyes, but pretty much black. Maybe he's my Derrick. So just in case he's my Derrick, I need to look extra special on Monday. In parentheses, it's Friday, so after the weekend. And then I say, oh, I love him already. I know he's going to be my Derrick. I can feel it. I'm in love with Derrick in my... No, honestly, someone take me off of Wattpad. It's so sad because... like, why did I name him Derrick? I wish he was real or he was with me right now. When I'm older, I'm gonna live with Derrick and have twin girls, Anika and Camila. They're probably the only ones that will be allowed to read this diary in the future. Well, sorry. I ain't sorry. Oh, and guess what? Its party is tomorrow. And then I listed off all these girls that were invited. And there's gonna be so much drama, especially at a sleepover. I'm like excited that there's drama. No, honestly, 7th grade Lydia is so problematic. This is so bad. Then I talk about the party the next day and I'm like, this party was okay. I mean, she didn't even talk to me. ... Okay, she said 17 exact words. I tried to write exact, but I wrote exalt. Like, she is a Christian. She's a Christian. Exalt. Exalt him. She said 17 exact words to me, and like 3 of them were my name. So I think someone needs to explain to me that my name isn't just a word, it's a name. Oh my god, update on Derrick. So update on my maybe Derrick. So I write, Dear Diary, is it my Derrick? I mean, he seems nice and I want to be his friend, but let's keep it at that. I like met him once and was like, okay, so this part is really fucked up. When I was younger, I used to like reading these books. Let me look it up. I think it's called Dumb Diary. Let me know if you were into Dumb Diaries. Dumb Diaries were the best books. Dear Dumb Diary, that's what it was. Dear Dumb Diaries, the author of the book was so smart. She literally wrote like a 12-year-old girl. It was insane. But there's a section where the character of Dear Dumb Diary writes almost like a boyology. So this is like the science of boys she's attracted to. And, you know, I really said, let me plagiarize. I said, oh, a genius idea, yes, my author, my queen. I too am going to do a boyology. So I did a boyology of the boys in my class. There's 2 charts. There's one chart where it says if they asked me out what I would say. So I wrote down all their names, and the highest person rank, I didn't even say yes. I just said super flattering. The person that like I guess was ranked like the worst, I wrote awkward, embarrassing, weird, gross, awful, and disturbing. So then I wrote a second scale, and it was the cuteness scale. So the person I ranked on top isn't even the first person I wrote for like best ranked for who would ask me out. I wrote, for the first guy I wrote hot, sometimes looks bad. The last person I wrote, I just said very disgusting, very disgusting. Why did I write it twice? Oh my god. Also, okay, so at my high school, or at my elementary school, the way it was set up is, this is like so confusing if you weren't there, but basically it was grade 7 to grade 12, because we went by like a French curriculum. It was still elementary school, grade 7, grade 8, but you were just like placed within a high school. And my school was so small that we had to share a building with another school. So it was, okay, me trying to explain that was awful, and I feel like it wasn't clear at all. Basically, imagine this. There's one school called LM and another school called MM. So I went to the school MN, okay? And when you went to class, you would only be with people who were registered under MM. But because MM and LM shared a building during like recess or lunch break or any just like downtime where you didn't have to be in class, people from the MM school and the LM school could socialize. So you would be in contact with them and you would know their names. So that should clear things up. If it doesn't... So when I was in grade 7, the school that we shared a building with had what I thought were like the hottest guys in grade 8. And they were like all friends. They were this huge pack. So I write about my encounter bumping into them, and I say, you won't believe what I saw on Thursday. I saw making out aggressively with some guys, and I think it was like my heart is like broken because this guy in 8th grade, truly a 13-year-old, was making out aggressively with a girl in his grade. My heart is broken. And then I write, okay, I've never told this to anyone, but I have a huge crush on him. I know he's in 8th grade, but I don't even think about it like that. I don't even think he thinks I'm alive. Okay, that is some reason it hurts when I saw him with out. I'm not sure if it was him, but I think it was. It may have been like just like one of his other friends. I wish it was me. ... He reminds me of my Derrick. Okay, This caricature of Derrick, this is a problem. Like, who is Derrick? If anything, I feel like I'm just describing the guy, like, what's his name? I feel like I'm just describing Micheal Seater from Life with Derrick. Like, what did I say? I said that he had Justin Bieber hair. Let's look up what Micheal Seater looked like in 2011. Looks exactly what I described. Really, what I should have said is where is Micheal Seater? Because Micheal Seater is who I wanted. Micheal Seater was my king. Micheal Seater was my Derrick, you know, Life with Derrick. Okay, so this is an entry from when I was on my grade 7 trip, which was so much fun. I remember having the time of my life. Basically, me and my grade, we went to Montreal or Quebec, just like a city in Quebec. Or actually, it's such a lie, we went to Ottawa. Yeah, we went to Ottawa, and I'm like, but I basically write, I'm like talking to people in my class again, you know, like a true Gemini, I am shit talking. And we're gonna call the guy and girl Margaret and Ken, like talking about how there's like this breakup on the trip because these two people were dating. And I say this time Ken dumped Margaret by text because Margaret was obsessed with her new BlackBerry she got on Friday before the trip. She started crying because he was like swearing at her. She should have saw it coming. I mean, it's Kent. Okay, the victim blaming. And then I wrote blah blah blah, a lot of things happen on the trip. I'm just shit talking. And then I say dot afterwards is my birthday. I'm 13. It's my birthday and I'm in Toronto, and oh my god, I don't even remember this. I don't know why I'm so bad at explaining this, but who I was trying to reference was a guy that, okay, when I was in 7th grade, and there was a guy in the other school that shared a building with us in 8th grade that I had a crush on. He was in that pack of guys that looked like Justin Bieber from 2011. You know the vibes. Basically, I see him in Toronto during my birthday. That's what I was trying to explain. I say, oh, and I saw for like a full 10 minutes. ... In all caps, so hot. So this is really embarrassing. So I then continued talking about him, and then I said out of 1, I feel like I didn't write this properly. I wrote out of 1 out of 10, he is like a bajillion. And then I literally, I don't think you can see the name, even whatever. I made these like doodles, and I just wrote a million times, I love. And then I wrote Miss Lydia and then his last name. And then wrote equals hottie equals hot, sexy, cute. This is the power of manifestation. You know, me using my words as a work of prophecy. This was me trying to manifest things into reality. Positive energy, you know? He was my Derrick, my Micheal Seater. And then I said, look, I'll draw him the best I can. And I drew him. But honestly, it is a really bad drawing, but also it does kind of look like him. Do you make a little cute little couple? Oh my god. And then I made a list. This is so crazy. And then I made a list of things I love, and as rank number 1, I wrote Jesus, and also like I said and Jesus are synonymous. So the one thing about my diary is I was kind of concerned was like usually when you buy a diary from like Icings or Claire's, like they'll have a little section where you fill out where you kind of put a description of yourself. But as a DIY queen, I did it myself, very bootleg. So I wrote my name, Lydia, age 12 to 13 years old. I put my fave movies down as Legally Blonde, The Proposal, Legally Blonde 1 and 2. I had to make sure you knew it was 1 and 2. You Again, Parent Trap, Cheetah Girls, 13 Going on 30, and Sleepover. All these movies are very good. Should they be ranked at favorite? I don't know. But I can't say my 12 and 13-year-old selections were bad. Dislikes. I wrote Kesha, Black Eyed Peas. Why did I dislike Black Eyed Peas? People who take forever to understand what you say. This still rings to be true. Then I wrote in parentheses Drake, but also I wrote dash. He's a musician, BTW. Then I wrote activities I like, so I said shopping, singing. I wrote talking with boys. Who am I talking to? Oh no, I was actually confused. I said one of my favorite activities, my hobby is talking to boys. 21-year-old woman, I can't say that's one of my activities now. I said taking pictures, that's beautiful. Ugh, yes. And then I said looking at boys and rating boys. I am very, very objectifying. So that's all this diary. There's a lot of other things, but they're not that interesting. I thought I would show you guys some pics. Okay, so here's some old, like, school photos. All the other ones, like, I'll just, like, place around the screen just because I grew up in the age of Facebook and Instagram and stuff, so I have the old photos still, like, around. Grade 12. Grade 12 was kind of the beginning of a glow up. I mean, I got braces and I was starting to wear hair extensions, so that was really nice. But yeah, there's just like such a huge shift in photos where like in the beginning when I was like very, very young, I was just like so confident. And then grade 7, grade 8, I would say I was like pretty confident, but like obviously like I'm bashing all these people in my diary. Like there's obviously there's an issue of confidence there. I think it was just the power of the internet that allowed me to learn about just like confidence and like how to be the best version of yourself without feeling like you have to compare other people to either make yourself feel worse or better. And then first year university hit, and that was so different. Even looking back from first year, like I definitely have photos from then, and like I'm so different, and it's crazy because that was only 3 years ago. But so much has happened in such a short amount of time, and they weren't like traumatic things where, you know, I can make a whole story time about them. Sometimes it was just little minor things that happened along the way that just triggered different things in my thinking and my thought process. And I'm so grateful for them. And I'm sure I'm gonna look back at this video and look at myself and think, wow, I look so different. Because like I said, even in the first video, I look so different from a video I recorded 6 months ago. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah.